Hey everyone, and welcome to my video on how to beat the water temple without iron boots or the Zora tunic. It's going to be similar to my other water temple video, but there are some differences. I got a request to do this on Reddit, so I thought I'd show you how to do it. So I start off setting off Farore's winds, so we have a warp point. And then what we're going to do is actually stun the Tektite here and stand on the very edge. And then once he unstuns and goes to attack me, we use Din's Fire. And doing that will actually push you over the edge straight to the bottom. And then you have just enough time to mash B and swim into the tunnel. So we can swim up to lower the water level and get the first couple of keys as well. So after we've played Zelda's Lullaby, I'm going to do a trick which I did show off in the other water temple video, but I'll go through it again quickly. Is that you just stand in the corner here, and then I see up and I face sort of the first black line to the right of the symbol, and then do a side hop, followed by a jump slash just at the right time to land here. And this is how you can get here early, and unlike the other one, this is more vital because we won't actually be lowering the water to the second level unless you do miss it or you are struggling with the trick. Then you can do that at some point. There, I'm just messing around, you don't need to do any of this. So this time around we actually have the bow and arrow to use. So we are going to go in and do that. You can see I was fucking up with my controls, because that's what happens when you use a Xbox controller to play an N64 game. It's not a good idea. But emulation is the easiest way for me to record these type of videos. That's why I do use emulators. So now we're going to go in and grab our second key. So after grabbing the second key, what we're actually going to do is use Farore's wind, and we're going to walk back up to where we were before on the third level, and from there we're going to jump down to the second level. Now, unlike the original water temple video, we are actually going to miss the second water level point, unless of course you are struggling with that trick from before. Trying to get the one where you need to bomb, trying to get that key. But yeah, we are going to skip this step, and we're actually going to go straight up to the third level from the second point. So I just needed to move a little bit closer here, and then just hit the bottom left corner of that hookshot point to come back up here. And much the same as before, we're going to do a roll over here, and the jump is just good enough to make it. I should mention that it is possible to also do this on 3DS. This specific route that I'm taking is not. This is a route that I've sort of made up for the N64 version. However, if you would like to see me do the 3DS version, I will actually play it on Ocarina of Time 3D and show you that route as well. So now that we have the two keys, we're going to use our first one there, and we're actually going to head over and fight Dark Link, followed by grabbing the long shot. Again, this is a neat trick to do this room quickly. It was again in the first water temple video I did, where I just showed you how to do it with 4 keys and beat it before any of the other temples. In this time around we've obviously beaten the forest temple beforehand, as we are using the bow. And the bow is required to actually do it this method. To my knowledge, there isn't a way, at this point at least, to do the water temple without iron boots and without the bow. I could be incorrect on that. It may be something that could be looked into, but at this point in time I'm not aware of any methods. So I'm going to fight Dark Link, much the same as I did beforehand. We're going to use the Deku Nut method again. Simply target and untarget accidentally pull out the bow, because using the Xbox One C stick, again, not a good idea for these type of games. But if you haven't seen the previous video, basically what I do is I put away the sword and I use a Deku Nut while in range of Dark Link's attack, and as you can see he's put away his sword, there is a sound effect for it, and he's not attacking. I'm not actually able to hit him here. This just sometimes happens at the beginning, but once you lock on and actually go for a full-on stab, it does seem to work. And then from here I'm just using the turnaround method where I face one way, wait for him to spawn, and then slash a few times in the opposite direction. And as you can see, it's a very quick way to get rid of Dark Link. So now we're going to grab the long shot, and then from there we're actually going to take a different method, because in the previous video what we actually did was warp back, but this time we're actually going to go down by opening up this little area here with the Song of Time. It is possible to actually do this without the Song of Time, however I didn't show it in this video as I didn't feel it was necessary, but again, if that is at somebody's request, I'm more than happy to make a tutorial on that. For reference, the reason why my name is Nat Nature in the game is because this is a save file I downloaded online. I just wanted to get to a point where I was able to do the water temple before, and I've been using the same save file since. So this is the main reason we actually have the bow, so we can actually get this key. And we actually need 2 keys to get into the boss key room. So we've got our first one here, and we're actually going to grab the second one now using a trick here. We're able to hit this switch with either the bow or the long shot. I'm using the bow, or I'm using the ocarina as it would seem, but again, Xbox One controls. And here we go. So what I do here is actually go up against the wall, side hop to the left, and I do a small side hop. It's not one where I hold down the control stick, just do a short little side hop, and once I'm in the water, start mashing B to swim forwards, and that's how you can get this key. So it's a new little trick for this room, and at this point we are going to walk back because we have all the keys we need. Now, much like before, we're going to use the Din's Fire trick to actually go to the bottom of the water temple. And we actually do need to go back to the first level point. And the reason we do that is because if you actually go straight ahead and try and do the Din's Fire trick on the area where we will be heading, unfortunately it's not actually possible because you're not able to swim over there quick enough. So we do actually have to use Din's Fire at this point instead. So now that we've lowered the water level, we're going to head to the area I spoke about, where we're going to grab the boss key. And we have the 2 small keys we need in order to do so. And as you can see, there is a greater distance from the center pillar to this point than there is going to the first water level. So again, that's why you're not able to directly use the Din's fire trick to get here. And here I decide to show off my little trick to, well, more of a shortcut to get the boss key. Unfortunately I screwed up a few times, so I decided to speed this clip up. You know what, I know a lot of the tricks, don't always get them right first time, and this is evidence of that. But again, we just need to line the top of Link's hat up with the edge of the wall, C-ride slightly, and then walk back, walk forward and do a roll, and we can get up here no problem. Now this part I actually didn't look into beforehand, I forgot about this part, so I was trying to figure out while recording, which isn't always the best idea, but this part is actually fine. I was trying to do it this way, but if you just come up on this ledge you can get enough height to actually dive down into the water and get just underneath the platform, so it's really no issue. And here we actually have the boss key, so as you can see we're already done with the dungeon itself. I am going to go over to Morpha and fight, just to show you that obviously I have completed the temple. But I will speed up the fight because I did show it in the last run and I did show you exactly how I did it, but I am showing it just for the sake of completion. So here is the boss fight. If you do want to see my method, it is shown here, but there is slightly more of an explanation in the other water temple video, which I do recommend you check out. It's simply me beating the temple with 4 keys, much the same as I did here, but that way is slightly quicker, and it does show you how to do it without beating the Forest of Fire temple first. But anyway, I thank you for watching this video. If you have any requests, feel free to drop them off, and I will have a look into doing them for you. And without further ado, I'll be signing off from the video. So again, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.